It's day 2 of my Edinburgh trip. Welcome to the ultimate Edinburgh Fringe. So I'm here in Edinburgh on the Royal Mile. Now this is like the heart of the Edinburgh Fringe. You can see here they've got a lot of like free shows, they've got a lot of crazy things going on the streets. Now what I've done is split Edinburgh up into 4 zones. Today we're in Zone B. So that's around this main street in Edinburgh, and the Royal Mile, if you follow it all the way up, it takes you up to the Edinburgh Castle. We're not going to be doing that, but we are going to go and see some free shows, some great shows, and the first show is a free one. So let's go and check it out. It's the one-liner show. Let's see if we can go and do it. Let's go. So I'm here at the first venue. It's at the Laughing Horse. It's like a stand-up comedy show. We're going to be doing 3 things. And what's really great about Edinburgh is that for the Fringe, they try and find any space can become a venue for a show. So I've kind of come a little bit late, so the room is actually already full, but I'm able to get a little clip to show you what it looks like. So you can see it's a little room, a lot of people squeezed in there, so it's really cool. I get to see like stand-up comedians doing their stuff, so I'm going to go enjoy it.
I'm super competitive. What that is it's like being competitive, but better.
So I was a massage therapist for a little while, and this one day a woman came in for a full body massage. I started doing it, and she said, "Can I apply a bit more pressure?" I said, "Okay, I'll do it all in 3 minutes."
I'm backstage basically. That's the compere. And, it's quite interesting. You're getting to see how the comedians are actually preparing for the show. It's almost like they go into a zone. It's really interesting. So these are all the comedians that are on the stage. Here we go. Mark Simmons, we'll see you a bit later. Alright, so that was really great. On to the next show. So there you go. We got to see a lot of stand-up comedians. It's the final Friday of the Fringe, so they're trying to promote their shows. So we saw lots of great variety of different comedians. And what was really good is that at least a couple of them were ones, actually 3 of them had jokes that were in the top 10 one-liners of the Fringe, that's quite a treat. That's quite amazing. And as you saw, Mark Simmons was there. He's, I think, the 3rd show that we're seeing today, and it is a free show as well, so we can try and get down there and check that one out. Next show we're going to go and check out is a kids show, and it's actually called I Hate Children show, so hopefully it should be quite funny. It's going to be like a magic show, so let's go and check it out. Also, what was interesting was this guy who we saw on the stage. We saw him at the Hanover Tap yesterday, and he was going through a lot of the same jokes. But what's really interesting, it shows you that they've scripted everything and they have to go through it. And when they're performing, they have to make sure that they're doing the jokes as if it's not scripted. And that's where the magic really is. You have to like feel the audience and really go through it. So it's really good. Anyway, we're moving on to the next show.
Like happiness in a bottle that you're not allowed to drink. So full of happiness, this bottle, that the cork will explode out, flying through the air, killing a child.
So I'm outside the Banshee Labyrinth, getting ready to see the next show, Mark Simmons. I just asked them, can I go and get a ticket? And they said they only hand out the tickets, because it's free, 1 hour before the show. And I've got a couple of hours break now, so I'll come back in an hour. But right now, I'm gonna go and get something to eat. I saw the I Hate Children show, and it was really good. It was like lots of little kids there going and enjoying the show, and the tricks are simple but very effective and really nice, and so everyone had a really good time. So I thoroughly recommend it if you've got kids. Go and check that out. Right now, I need to go and find some food. Let's go. As you can see, in Edinburgh, sporting the latest fashions. So found Pizza Hut. They do a really great deal until 3 p.m. I have 5 minutes in time to go eat as much pizza as I want. I'm going to do that. So just managed to pick up the tickets for the Mark Simmons show at the Banshee Labyrinth. So that's really good. Got about an hour. So I'm going to go and explore the Royal Mile. But while I was in there, I noticed they've got some kind of like spooky cocktails. They've got Vampire's Bite, the Zombie, and they've even got the Ghostbusters cocktail, which all sounds really fun. Depends how I feel. So let's go and check out the Royal Mile and what's going on there. One thing I've noticed is when you go to the toilets, you've got to be careful which one you go to, because I couldn't quite tell if it said ladies or if it said laddies. Could be a bit of a misunderstanding. Anyway, onto the Royal Mile. So, as you can see, the Royal Mile, where all the shows and stuff start, pretty much starts at Tron Kirk. Kirk is the old Scottish word for church. So whenever you're watching the old Star Trek episodes, his name is actually Captain Church. And they used to do performances and stuff in here, but it looks like they've turned this now into exhibitions. That's interesting. So let's go and check out what's going on the Royal Mile. Everyone's trying to promote their shows, so you'll see loads of people either actually giving little samples of their shows or trying to hand out leaflets.
Here we go.
So,
watch this card, flow with me there, breathe. The one you select. Don't let me influence your
so we're trying to find out what's going on here. It may in fact be a protest of some kind. So you've got stages set up, got Laurel and Hardy over there, you got either other kind of shows that are just happening over here. So it's really fun. It's like a really great atmosphere, really buzzing, and like you got people handing out tickets for shows, dressed up in costumes and stuff like that. So it's really, really good. What's going over here? So if you don't have any ideas of what you want to see, come down to the Royal Mile. You'll find lots of these things with all these adverts for shows, people handing them out and giving you promos. It's a good way to find a show.
Thank you.
And what show is this?
What show is this? This is Briny Killings, I'm a Phoenix! But it's not, it's hide and seek. It says on your flyer now. God, I wish it was Nina Conti! It's a dark, spooky vaudevillian show.
Well, if you want to see it, come on down.
Yeah! Am I live to 10,000 followers? It's about time we got some influencers involved.
Well, there you go. So that's really good. So you never know what you're going to find on the Royal Mile. So definitely go and check it out.
Memento. Do you like a flyer? Thank you. Dumb Trump, yeah. She got so
We didn't.
yeah.
Right, guys. Have a good time.
Have a good show, my love. Thank you very much.
So we've walked from Tronkirk all the way over to this one, which I think is St. Giles. And well, there you go. So some interesting shows going on.
You got a ring, then now's your chance. Standing in front of you. You've been on one knee.
So you got loads of guys actually performing music, doing parts of their stand-up comedy act, doing anything you can possibly imagine to try and promote the shows. It's amazing, amazing day out, and it doesn't cost anything. Just come on down and enjoy it. this marks kind of the end point of the Royal Mile where they're promoting stuff. We've got the little market around the back of the church here. But as you can see, just down there is the castle. There are loads of people there. I'm not sure what is going on. Unless, of course, it's the royal tattoo. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to head back now and get ready to watch the Mark Simmons show. Let's go. It's time to check out the Mark Simmons show. Let's go. So just saw the Mark Simmons show. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, I saw him in 2016 and I came across him in one of these kind of, I think it was like Just the Tonic shows where, you know, there's like loads of comedians that do kind of like a 5-minute set to try and, you know, advertise their show. And I thought, oh, that was really good. So I went to see the full show and I loved it. So it was amazing because earlier today he was doing another one of those 5-minute ones. This time what he was doing was testing out jokes for next year's show. So you can actually see how long it takes for them to prepare for shows. He's like already started working on it a year in advance. We just saw his 2019 show. It was absolutely amazing. He's really, really, really talented. So totally recommended. Right, so now going over and seeing another stand-up comedy show, but this time with a difference. It's in complete darkness. So it's almost like a podcast. Will it make a difference? I'm not sure, but it's going to be a very interesting experience, comedy in the dark. So let's go and check it out. I'm actually in the front row, and it's probably the only time I'm ever going to care about being in the front row. I don't mind being in the front row this time because all the lights are going to be off. So I'm not going to be able to see me and pick on me. So I don't care. Let's see what it's going to be like. So just completed the comedy in the dark. It was quite interesting. What made it quite different from other comedy shows is that because you're in the dark, all the audience is anonymous. So you're getting a lot of heckling that are coming out, heckling the comedians. And they were dealing with it quite interestingly. And it was more like a kind of almost like a podcast in a way, because you know you couldn't see anything, and I was in the front and they didn't pick on me, so that was good. It was very nice. So cool. So next we're gonna go and see Alistair Williams. Now he's got a YouTube channel, and I've seen one of his jokes online to do with Brexit and Burger King, which is really funny. So I'm gonna go and see what his show is like. So let's go and check it out. In the caves, ready for Alistair Williams. Let's do it. Well, just saw Alistair Williams, and I have to say, it's when it comes to comedy, he's a very good fresh air, breath of fresh air. It was really good, and he goes kind of against the grain of other comedians, and I thought it was really good. Anyway, now we're gonna go and check out my final show for the day, and that is Paris de Nuit. I don't know if I've said that right, but it's a kind of a dance show, a bit like Moulin Rouge, kind of Paris 1930. So let's go and check that out. Entering the assembly to do the last show of the night. It's like entering a castle or Hogwarts or something. It's amazing, really great atmosphere. So I'm going to see that last show, Paris de Nuit, or Paris de Nuit, or something, and it's going to be good, so let's do it. So if you're going to see a show like Paris de Nuit, you're also going to have to get a bottle of Merlot and possibly a tuna Nicoise. So it's a little French lesson for you. Let's go in and check out the show.
Sacre bleu, c'est magnifique. Petit déjeuner. Ici parlez-vous en français. Petit point. Pomme de terre.
So that's the end of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been really good. Tomorrow we're going to be moving to Zone C and doing lots of shows there. So tune in for that. So until then, bonjour for now. Goodbye.